explain what I did? Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Ekeler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Ekeler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He's in the top.
For a Charger touchdown. Austin Ekeler with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. This punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. Early in November. but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
At the 48-yard line.
Running on first down, Eckler. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Justin Jackson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
For first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up. On the draw, Rashard. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Now Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it on. On that play, it had no chance.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
The ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Incomplete.
They're giving up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. The 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Here's Bullock now for the...
Game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it's stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming. Against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, boy, how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched.